Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to create a project for Newton's Nook Designs, and we're using the cute little stamp set. It's been in the shop for a little while. It's called What a Hoot, and it has a little branch, of course, and then it has two cute little owls and some fun sentiments. So I thought we'd make a cute little owl card today. We're going to jump in and do some stamping. There's two different owls. They could also possibly be a boy and a girl, but I chose the one that had the eyes open. There's one with the eyes closed with lashes, and we'll stamp him, and then we'll of course stamp the tree branch and then a few leaves. But the sentiments in here are super cute. You have thanks for owl, you do. You have owl, you doing, and then you also have hope your day is a hoot. And then you have some block letters that say hoot hoot. So just nice and cheery. It's a 4x4 stamp set, guys, and I'll link it down below. It's been in the shop again for a while, but we're going to ink up our images, stamp on some Nina cardstock, and I'm just stamping one leaf, but I'm going to bring in an acrylic block and stamp a couple more leaves on my same panel. And believe it or not, stamping in your MISTI is nice because you have that cushion. Oh, I have a mouse pad in mine, so it actually creates a very nice stamping place, whether you use the lid of your MISTI or not. We're going to stamp our leaf one more time. There's three little ends to the branch, and so we'll put a leaf on each one of those ends. Okay, I am going to zoom in and I will play a little music while I color. I listed the colors that I used, and when I'm done coloring, I will get you back. Okay, coloring is all done. I'm going to take my coordinating dies and die cut out my images. Now, I've been making a lot of fall cards lately, and I've been loving pink with the fall cards. Well, that's why I chose reds and rosy pinks for my owl. Now, granted, you probably think, okay, it looks kind of Valentine-y, but I think my finished product takes away from the Valentine-y look and could be an everyday card. Okay, so we are going to be using the frame squared die set. I'm going to be taking these two, we're going to layer them together to create a fancy frame, and then I want a background too for my frame, so I'm going to die cut out the largest rounded corner rectangle for a backing piece. So if you want to actually create this card and turn it into a shaker, at this point you could very well do that. But we're just going to create a dimensional frame with some cloudy background. I'm bringing in my cloud stencil, and I'm just using the ink that's left over on my blending brush, and we're going to do a little bit of shading over our rectangle. Now, I had to replace the one that I was actually working on because I got ink smudge on it, so I had to die cut out another background and then redo my cloudy background, but no worries, it was easy to do, and we are good to go again. Now I'm going to stamp my sentiment in my background For this card I chose Hope Your Day is a Hoot. I just think that's so cute. I'm stamping with my VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and we're going to stamp basically in the upper right hand corner here. We're going to put our owl to the left and the tree branch underneath, so I think that's a good spot. Okay, I'm going to flip over my frame. We're going to add foam adhesive behind it, and we're also going to add our tree branch to the very top. We're going to add this to our cloudy background with our sentiment, and then that is good to go. Now you can see easily you could turn that into a shaker by just adding some sequins in there. But I'm going to pop up my little owl and place him on the branch. And then it just so happened that my tree branch was positioned perfectly to where all three of my leaves ended up being placed on my frame. So they're actually one level higher for a little added dimension. So that was a happy accident. For my background, we're going to bring in some pattern papers. I chose some nice fall-y colors. I have a dark brown and then an olivey brown. Both of these are tone-on-tone prints. For the green, we're going to trim down a 1-inch strip, and then I'm going to use my scissors. We'll fishtail the end of this. And at this point I wasn't sure if I should make a portrait or a landscape style card, but I've been making a lot of landscape style cards. I've been liking it. So I think we're going to continue and make a landscape style card. Okay, I'm going to take my card base, which is a standard A2 size card base, making sure it opens on the right side. We're going to add our brown pattern paper. I did trim it down to 4 inches by 5 1/4. So this is going to give me a little bit of a card base, border on my card base. Now, I'm not going to adhere my green fishtail strip yet. I'm actually going to attach it to my owl background, and then I'm going to pop the entire thing up. This is going to give me some dimension. I'm just going to remove the release paper and we'll add this to our card base. And I think with the brown and the olivey green, it kind of takes away from the Valentine look with that red, and it's actually kind of a purpley pink, rosy pink. It was R85 and R83, kind of a toned down rosy color. Okay, I did take some dark brown twine and I added it to the end of the tree branch. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some puffy little hearts. I've had these for a while. I actually picked them up over at Walmart. There's lots to them. But there is a heart stamp and a heart image that you could stamp and color in if you don't have your little puffy hearts. But I'm going to finish it off with some glossy accents to my little owl's eyes, and that completes my project today for Newton's Nook Designs. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fabulous day, guys. We will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.